It's Week 12 of the NFL. And we'll get a look here at Trey Lance. There were plenty of highlights for him in last week's game. Nearly 500 yards through the air. It's the Cards and the Panthers, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Carolina Panthers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Panther ball club as they interplay here. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed.
There he goes, left side. Inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A big play there on the first play of the game. And even 60 yards. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. The extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance connecting with Kupp here on the out route. The numbers a week ago for Kupp, 7 catches, 78 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Here we go. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the gun, here's Abanikanda. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. The Cardinals at 500, sitting at 5-5. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them. Galvanize themselves and go forward and get a win in this one.
Abanikanda on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times. Ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Now a 2nd and 10. shotgun now for Lance. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
Check white. Smith red. Black swap. Switch yellow.
Following the interception, Young. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Ready?
Another run with Sanders. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Go now.
3rd and 9.
Looking to throw, Young. And he'll just get rid of it. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he returns this to the 22. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. That'll be caught by Cup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Lance looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So roughing the passer, and they get the safety there.
And this is one I think where the safeties usually got to come a long way. So sometimes it's tough for them to slow down that momentum. That's going to draw the flag more times than not.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now 2nd and 5. Now a play fake. Lance. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down. Throwing now is Lance. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darnell Washington, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Ready?
They go play action. Young. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Ready?
On play action, Lance. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
From the 22 now, here's the 2nd and 8. Now here's Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
Ready?
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. And once again, this is Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders, he scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the... You're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Lance's throw hauled in by Washington. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Here's Abanikanda. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Throwing on first down is Lance. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. And it's caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
On the ground, it's Abanikanda. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 70. And the Cardinals are able to cut into that deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point attempt here still to come. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. We haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams are trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Young. Got his man. It's Dortch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Ready?
The Young keeps it, moving right. Able to push his way through. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Check white.
Off the play fake, Young. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
York able to send this one through. Extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Double 38.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd down, here's Abanikanda. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So it's 3rd and 1. The defense, they stack the box, and that's the problem. You break through that first level, there's no second level.
And most good running teams work against stacked defenses. They don't care if you have 6 in the box, 7 in the box, 8 in the box. It doesn't matter to them. Block people, give you...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Cooper Kupp, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Cards are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And Lance going to throw. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals. Here's Lance. And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now a 2nd and 2. And Lance now to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down. Here's Lance to throw it. Complete to Washington. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. The give now to Abanikanda. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he gets it up past the 35. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play. We're able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Back to the air on second down. It's Lance. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. From the gun on third down, Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 47. They'll run it with Abanikanda. Muscles him off. He's got it to the 43 here.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6. From the gun, it's Lance. That'll be caught by Cup. And I don't think he got there. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll go for it. It's Abanikanda. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a first down. Lance looking to throw it. Flushed out right. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's Foley Fadukasi who got in there and finished off the play.
They've got well over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. A good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Ready. Black swap. Switch. Yellow. Yellow.
A first down throw for Young. That pass completed to Doge. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Check. Pitch. Blue check. Ready. Ready.
Looking to throw. Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Ready. Go.
Young. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Dante Jackson picks it inside the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brent.
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point drive.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
First down, they start out with Abanikanda. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Play action, now it's Lance. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll will get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 87 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. Now a play fake. Lance looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. Then he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Now Lance. Got an open man. It's Washington. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Lance, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there. Those guys being able to...
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Down.
On play action, Lance. And that one complete downfield to Kupp. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
To throw, it's Lance. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
The offense on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd down and 12. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 1st down, Young. Their defense forced. And I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
10 cycles.
Now a 1st down throw for Young.
And when you're in a one-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check pink. Ready?
They'll look to throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. B.J. Ojulari make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Lance now on 1st down.
He finds his target, Allen. Oh, look at the juke. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they can run ragged throughout.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And this one is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Now Lance again.
Steps away to his left.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Still 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Here we go. Back.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of downs. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
To throw, Young. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Switch. Yellow. Line.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Check pin.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Ready?
They'll run again. They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. All eyes on the Cardinals now. Down by 5. 1:40 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Let's go.
Here's Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Lance. That's caught. This is Abanikanda. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he will be very close to a first down. But I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. That's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers have just about sewn up. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And we talked